welcome back to another video. I have installed the latest Banyan 3.2.0 firmware on the vehicle, also called the New World model, the NWM. I have tried it out a few times since yesterday, and it's mind-blowing. Everything is refreshed, especially for the new capability added from this point-to-point navigation systems. So I gotta say that a few drawbacks are there, but overall I'm pretty satisfied. So now I'm gonna set up a course to a short destination and just show you out the new features I'm pretty excited about. I'm gonna decompose the new capabilities from one video to another one video, short by short, so we can enjoy and experience all the new features out of this new firmware. So starting with the panel, you see here that first of all, here, so voice activate NWM pathfinding. I'm in the parking lot, the one I own, and so based on my driving course, the vehicle, so I set it to memorize this course from the entrance of the parking garage or the structure to this parking lot. So this vehicle is able to do this pathfinding without any assistance. So it's more like a point-to-point driving now, that starting from the parking lot rather than riding on the road and activate the NOP class. And also in this area, we have more information when we get on the road. You will see much more information from the vehicles around us or the environment. It's going to be enhanced through this Aquila app, I think. And also I have actually picked up this map navigation block right here, but I can actually change it if I want, just like this. So I picked up the map so we can see how it goes. Here I set up a very short course. I just want to show you a few interesting features, including the pathfinding in the parking garage, parking structure on the ground, and something like really driving as a human being behavior. If you can experience, I'm gonna talk about that during the path. And for more features, I'm gonna decompose them by short videos from now on, and show you really how I'm really excited about this. I could say this is maybe the very first of the world that really enables this point-to-point navigations. I know Tesla is doing as the top players in this kind of area, but they don't have the lasers for their cheap models. So this one with the lasers, with the 4 Orin-X chips and 28 cameras around it, its capability to do the auto driving, it's just enormous. And not to mention that the AI enhanced feature and the algorithm, everything combined together, it's just mind-blowing. Okay, without further ado, let's start. All right. Very slow. But you get out. Okay, I didn't do anything. So you went through the barrier and got out. It looks like it didn't recognize we are already out. Yeah. Embarrassing. So I took over and let me activate it again. Okay. So if the course from the underground, the parking structure to the ground is not memorized. Looks like it has a lot of trouble getting out. I have to take over a few times, right? And now we are in the wet, rainy night. Let's just see how it goes. Okay, recognize the left lane and turning left. The turning left is very smooth, very human-like now. You see that? It's very smooth, but it's just embarrassing at night. This is the first time I see it not doing this very well. See that? Just did a full brake because of the truck on the side. I'm not really sure if because of the rain that when I get out and some of the cameras got like compromised with the dust and the water. Hopefully that's just a glitch, because I didn't experience that at all before. Okay, you see that the right turn is also very smooth, smoother than before. That don't really have a slow down and speed up process. It's kind of stable with the same speed, and so we're getting on the bridge at a set speed, 66 kilometers per hour. So we're gonna go straight, so it's turning left. Recognize this construction area there. It's actually working on some subway projects. So the road condition here is not great. A lot of constructions and the temporary construction areas effectively changing every day. So that really relies on the vehicle itself to censor, to be capable of censoring the nearby environment instead of relying on the precise map navigations. But I do know that for this vehicle, it still rely on precision map sometimes. So when there is a conflict, you will see that the vehicle is going to struggle with that. I think the new model may improve that from time to time, but may still have trouble with that. We'll see. And if you see on the panel that you will see that there are more information or details showing on the panel when we get onto the road than before. You will see even see the vehicle ahead of us. I have to guess a little bit because it's too slow. You see that all construction areas are around, so the vehicle is getting very conservative and careful, watching out. I'm still not taking control, and you can tell that if the vehicle is taking care of the navigation, that the North Plus is activated, and you see that blue pathfinding lanes from the vehicle, not from me. Yeah, we just put a little bit tires on the solid lines, I think. Okay. Recognize that it's getting red for the headlight, so brake and slow down. Our journey is gonna stop 2 blocks from here, and I will go back. I will. The more interesting part is about the pathfinding when we're getting back to the parking structure on the ground. If you see on the panel that how details about the road conditions here, the headlight, crossings, it's in the night, so there's no vehicles at all. That's why you're not seeing anything there. It's much more details. Okay, it's turning left because the left lane is the lane going straight forward. That is the right lane on the right side.
过红绿灯后，在下个路口到达途经点附近。
Okay. I don't think that U-turn is gonna make it because it's too narrow.
到达途经点附近，随后20米掉头。
So probably I will take over for this U-turn. You see that it's too difficult even for human being drive. You have to do a reverse and going forward. I'm not gonna. If there's no vehicle behind me, I'm gonna let it go for a few seconds before I take over. But just we'll see. Also, some construction area ahead of us for the subways. It's 9:45 p.m. in the night, a rainy wet night. You see a lot of shops are still open. That's China. It's very safe. You can get cheap food on the street. Okay, it's going there. It's trying to do the U-turn. Let's see how it goes. Okay, I took over because there's so many vehicles around. I don't want to waste too much time. Okay. It looks like it was kind of stuck there. It made half of the U-turn, but not going through because there was a vehicle ahead of us blocking our actually a U-turn pathway. If it's wider, like I experienced yesterday, it could make it sometime occasionally because it was not activized at all, as I mentioned in the earlier video. Yeah, going through the crossing is something very normal now. I showed you in the previous videos. It's very smooth, nothing complaint. The major difference here is the algorithm or the way it drives. It's more like a human being that is smooth, it's stable. You don't have to slow down very much as when you're doing right turn or left turn. And then picking up the right lane and do the lane changing is gonna be within a few seconds, not like turning on the light and wait for 3 seconds and change the lane. It's gonna never make it in the big cities like Shanghai. Okay, stopping at the headlight. I think the first challenging point is ahead of us. You see that our actual way going forward is on our right side because blocked by this construction area. And the vehicle was able to find the dash line and on the ground, and I think it's gonna follow that dash line and moving forward. And also, I think I didn't mention this before. Ever since I have this vehicle, something good is about this blind spot seeing. This is moving forward, but when you are turning right lane change or left lane change, they're gonna show you the blind spot videos that you don't have to do the shoulder check anymore. But I still have the habit, but you don't have to do that because you can see it on the screen. And with the newer models, this blind spot videos is gonna be on the HUD, so you don't even have to look at the screens anymore. One step further, so it's mind-blowing. All right, yeah, it's pretty good, pretty smooth. Going through the construction areas and finding the right path and moving forward. It's something the point-to-point navigation can do. The previous models, original Nord Plus, the Legacy can do some part of this, but it's going to have a trouble for the construction area going through, because sometimes the lanes is not very clear, and you're going to be very careful about going through that temporary road lanes. And now you see that it's just there's no slowdown at all, just going very smooth like a human being driver. It's asking me to actually take over because it looks like some challenge ahead of us, but I still didn't take control at all. Just let it go. It's another challenging spot here that we have you see that the right lane on the sign on the ahead of us, but actually this is a right lane and a right turn and a left turn lane at the same time. So it's gonna do a left lane change. Yeah, I saw that it's gonna overlap a little bit on the left side a little bit every time. Not much a big deal. As soon as it going back to the course right away. Let me gas it a little bit because the set speed was too low. Okay, we're gonna do a right lane and change, a right turn. We're going back to home pretty quick. Yeah, you see that the right turn is very smooth now. You don't really feel a slowdown. It's just a very stable speed going through. Okay, that was a mistake. It was going through the left turn lane, but anyway, it's still temporary constructions here. All right, we are getting back to the entrance, so it's telling me about that. Okay, so I still let it go. It did a right turn. I'm gonna it stopped, but wait for that barrier to open up for us, and actually it recognized that on the sensor. So we're going down. Very slowly. You see that the challenging spot ahead of us, a lot of okay, yeah, it's blocking the left lane, and we have to go that way on a right turn and see how it goes. Okay, it's doing a right turn. The reason you can do it is because I already went through this lane course for him and let it to memorize this, so he knows that that's the way. So it's following the way I went through with the sensors. You see, it's complicated pathfinding, but it's actually finding its way. It's pretty good. I think it's blow-by. It's mind-blowing. Okay, but the speed was not very stable. You can feel like it's speeding up and slow down, speeding up over and over again. So still have room to upgrade, but I can't complain. You have a vehicle drive from the parking lot out of the destination and back to a parking lot, point to point. No complaint at all. Not to mention this is a 2-year-old vehicle. So as the barrier opens for us, it will recognize that open, so it's just straightforward going through. Okay, so very close to the destination, and one final thing, it's gonna park for us. You don't have to ask him to do it. It will do this automatically. See the magic. So that's the parking spot. It's gonna do the parking. I'm watching the right side to see if there's anything I need to take over, but so far so good. You hear that? It's very close to the wall, but it did a very good job. Better than me. Just one time. Alright.
领航辅助已完成。
All done. Let's see. Let me show you. For this journey, what's the percentage that the Not Plus took over? We did a 5 kilometer drive, and 80% of the driving was done by vehicle, because I think the reason it's below 80% is because of I have to take out of the parking structure first. That's a lot compared to the very short journey. But overall, I only took over at the U-turn, at the midpoint that we get back, and the getting out of the parking structure. Other than that, everything was done by this vehicle, and I think it's just speechless of this new model. So let's hopefully to see it gets improved over time, and eventually we can make use of the full All-in X chips to finally reach its full potential, hopefully L3. That's my dream. I don't think it's a dream. I think it's gonna happen anyway in 2 years maybe, and at that time it's gonna be a 4-year-old vehicle, and you can see everything is getting updated over time and getting better and better with this strong hardware capability. I think NIO just is doing the right thing. Let's see how it goes with this, and with the battery swap stations, and this combination of the most state-of-the-art technologies will enable this to be our future. Too much blah blah. Yeah, thanks for watching.